Okay, you know the feeling. You're standing in the produce aisle, staring at these two vegetables, and you're thinking, yam, sweet potato, what's the difference, really? We kind of use the names interchangeably, but they are completely different. So which one is actually the better carb? Well, let's figure that out.
So, imagine you're at the store right now. You see these two tubers sitting there. One's labeled yam, the other's sweet potato. Which one are you grabbing? And more importantly, are you really getting what you think you're getting?
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. That yam you see in pretty much every grocery store? Yeah, it's almost definitely not a real yam. It's an imposter. You see, years ago, growers started calling a certain type of orange-fleshed sweet potato a yam to set it apart, and for whatever reason, the name just stuck.
So it's time to pull the mask off this imposter and finally meet the true yam.
And when you put them side by side, the differences are just wow. A true yam has this rough, almost bark-like skin, and inside it's starchy and dry. The sweet potato, on the other hand, is much smoother, with that creamy, moist texture we all know and love. And while that imposter sweet potato is everywhere in the US, finding a true yam is actually pretty rare. So we're not just talking about a naming mix-up, these are fundamentally different vegetables.
Okay, so they're totally different on the outside. But what about what's going on inside? Let's do a little nutritional breakdown. Time to crunch the numbers.
All right, get ready for this, because this is hands down the biggest difference between them. A single serving of sweet potato gives you over 100% of your daily vitamin A. A true yam, less than 1%. I mean, that gap is absolutely huge. Vitamin A is so crucial for your eyes, your skin, your immune system, which really makes the sweet potato a total nutritional powerhouse.
And the wins for the sweet potato don't stop there. It also takes the lead on vitamin C, packing 22% of your daily value compared to just 13% in yams. That's a nice little boost for your body, helping with everything from healing to protecting your cells.
Now, looking at the whole picture, things get even more interesting. Sweet potatoes are lower in calories and carbs, which is great. But wait a second, look at the yams. They have way less sugar and a little more fiber. And yams also pull ahead on potassium. So you see, it's not a clear knockout for either one. Each has its own strengths, its own unique profile.
But what do all these numbers actually mean for your health and for what's on your dinner plate? Let's go beyond just the basics.
Okay, let's talk about a really key concept here. The glycemic index, or GI for short. Basically, it's just a number that tells you how fast a food makes your blood sugar go up. A lower number means a slower, more steady rise, which is exactly what you want for stable, long-lasting energy.
And this is where the true yam really gets its moment to shine. Because it has less sugar and more fiber, your body digests it much more slowly. And that gives it a lower glycemic index. So if managing your blood sugar is a priority for you, the yam is definitely the winner here.
Now, in the kitchen, their different textures really dictate how you use them. That firm, starchy yam is amazing when it's boiled, roasted, or fried. But the soft, creamy sweet potato, that's perfect for baking, mashing, and of course pie. Oh, and here's a super important safety note. Never, ever eat a true yam raw. Some types can actually be toxic, so always cook them.
All right, we've covered the history, the nutrition, the cooking, so now it's time for the final verdict. Which one is the better carb?
So, after all that, which one should you be putting in your shopping cart? Well, honestly, the answer really depends on what you're looking for. You're going to want to reach for a true yam if managing your blood sugar is a priority, or if you want that slower, more sustained energy release. It's also a great choice if you need to bump up your potassium, or you just prefer a more starchy, less sweet taste.
On the other hand, the sweet potato is your go-to if you're looking for a massive vitamin A and C boost, if you're keeping an eye on calories and carbs, or if you just want a super versatile veggie that works in both sweet and savory dishes. And of course, if you love that naturally sweet flavor.
So you see, at the end of the day, there isn't one single better carb. It's not about the vegetable itself. The best choice for you is all about your personal health goals, your body's needs, and let's be real, what you actually enjoy eating.
So, now that you're in on the secret of the great yam imposter, what's it going to be? Are you going to go on a mission to find a true yam? Or are you going to stick with the nutrient-packed, reliable sweet potato that you know and love? The choice is yours.